Do we always understand what others are saying, right? One can make a case that language has the capacity to illuminate, yet obscure, conceal, yet reveal, confuse, disorient, yet capture a shared foundation of meaning. When other animal species communicate, we perceive it as unintelligible. Signals they use to navigate sensory world and organize socially. Nietzsche argues we are creatures of faith, but not in the traditional sense of the word, in the fantastical, but in our shared categories of meaning, the principles of logic, language, so on and so forth. Things we may barely understand, but can approach some semblance of what they represent. Since poetry, aphorism, things of that nature can capture experiences that language may be limited to, right? It doesn't operate under the same rules. And they say philosophy, a lot of philosophical debates revolve around semantics. There's this incongruence between what both interlocutors actually perceive each other to be saying. In the same way, one man's profundity or reasoning could be another's foolishness. But again, language is limiting me even as I speak, because when I say one man's, is it really that man's wisdom or simply some aspect of himself that is trying to reinforce a shared sense of meaning with others, right? A lot of people run on a script of conventional social norms, mores, and ideas about reality without examining their origin. We often accept values passively and fight ardently to support them because it supports our existence in some sense. Nietzsche says, if absolute truth were revealed to us, it may not be a celebratory feat, but actually evoke despair. We have to neatly categorize things into fixed objects, like trees, like people, like emotions, to convey what we mean. But this oversimplification of language can also create obscurantism, torment, insanity in the conventional sense of the word. The reason I keep saying the word sense is because I'm playing with language here. One could argue, do we have free will or not? Free will being this pure, unadulterated, objective truth that we've agreed upon. This idea that we're in control of our actions, we're not predetermined by fate, we're not bound by the constraints of determinism in any sense of the word. I don't know for sure whether we have free will, but I do know that we have a sense of free will. We have a sense perception we can use to interact with the world and measure things empirically in accordance with the scientific method. But there's still so much beyond our human scope of understanding. Uncertainty is often more dangerous than lies. In the same way you make value judgments, good or bad. Okay, when you say somebody's good, it conjures up a certain idea, right? And then it can create a certain faith or belief about that person. It can be used rhetorically, like rephrasing of Plato's ideas, no one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Now, as a rhetorical statement, it's very resonant in some cases. Someone who seeks to approach truthfulness, and I say truthfulness and not truth, because again, do we always have a pure, objective truth that's discoverable, or only some semblance or resemblance of truth we can approach? Truth in the conventional sense of the word, in that it is unfiltered by human subjectivity. If someone strips away the layers of illusion, in the pursuit of truth at the expense of comfort, that can often cause a sort of volatile reaction in a group setting. It's also a very vague statement. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Well, again, truth can be very interpretive. Their idea of truth can be widely different. I could say, oh, I've found the truth about reality, and others don't believe me, so, I'll be hated for that. But maybe I'm actually really farly removed from reality, and their reaction is more so sensible. That's just an example of how language could be used in many different ways.